keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when
Happy Thanksgiving, good morning. It's very early here and we are about to pull the brine turkey. He's been brining all night out of the bag and get him into the sink and rinse him off. But the brine smells amazing.
Okay.
I also have the Traeger on and getting warm. It's set to 275, so once we get him all ready to go, then we'll be able to put him on the Traeger. Big boy?
This is one big turkey.
Big boy.
Luke's gonna get him over to the table, and then we're just gonna spatchcock him.
And inject him and season him. Jill's attempting to cut out the backbone, but this boy is huge, so it is not easy. You're making good progress.
I didn't know I was gonna have to perform surgery this morning.
Yeah. So we got him spatchcocked, and the way you can tell is it just looks flatter. Typically the bird would be sitting up like this, it'd be round, but we got him flatter. I can't get him any flatter than this just because he's so thick. Now we're gonna inject him with some Creole butter and season him up.
Okay, we have the dry rub on, and all Luke is doing right now is he's injecting the turkey with a sauce that I made.
It really is cool to see it because when you put it in, it just fills up. This is called Creole butter. It's a very common injection for turkey especially when you're smoking it. A lot of people do it.
All right, we're ready.
I mean, even though he's spatchcocked, he is just huge. I don't even know if that made a difference, but it probably did because it's gonna let more heat up inside of him because the backbone's gone. But I just can't get him flat because then he would be too spread out. So that's how he's gonna have to be. Just cleaning off that end. That's a meter thermometer. Meter is the name of it. It's or the brand, but basically it's a wireless thermometer that you can hook to your phone and everything, so you can see what the tip is at any time. So there it is. So as is our normal tradition, we watch the parade and then the dog show, and Maui is fascinated by these dogs. He keeps trying to sniff them on the screen. He was jumping up to see the TV. He's very excited about that poodle on the screen, or whatever that is. That's not a poodle, is it? Oh yeah, maybe it is. Well, we put the turkey on this morning, and probably about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna check it out here. Oh man, that is looking good. Looking really good. It's got nice brown coloring coming to it. Still a long ways to go, probably 3 or 4 hours to go as we smoke it, but just wanted to check it once. All right, we're gonna baste a little bit more of the turkey. It's looking beautiful, but I like to just add butter and there's a little bit of smoked paprika in this melted butter, and I like to just add this to the crust, and it just keeps it nice and fried and juicy on the outside. Gives it a nice texture. Oh, the crust has a nice crunch to it. It's beautiful. The hard part is actually getting back there. So I kind of spill it and then just rub it in a little bit. What do you think, Kenya?
Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering just looking at it.
Smell that wonderful smell.
I can't believe it. And it looks like the perfect turkey too. I mean, when you think of a turkey, this is what you think of. The color, the shape, the plumpness, how big it is, you know?
Yep, it's a big bird, but okay, that turkey, see you in about an hour. You want to pull him off? Oh, let's see, I don't want it to fall apart. It feels like it might fall apart. Yum. Look at that thing. This thing is huge. Beautiful. This turkey looks amazing, turned out great. We don't know what it tastes like yet, of course, but we're letting them rest a little bit. You can see some of these marks are where I actually drizzled the butter on, or where the butter was coming out of the bird. But most of this, what you see, the color on here, is a nice crust that has developed from the rub, which is exactly what you want. Actually, if you hear this sound, that's exactly what you want the outside to sound like. So can't wait to cut into it. I bet it's gonna taste amazing. You can actually see the juice just flowing out of it right here. It's so yum. Can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Can't wait to try it. It's got a nice little red tint to it with smoke that adds that color to it. It's really nice. Here goes nothing. Oh my gosh, it's so tender. That meat looks amazing. Look at that.
Yum. Let's eat. So we have the dark meat, and it's only half.
This is just half of the bird, and it's actually a quarter of the bird right there. Because this is the leg, thigh, and wing of one side.
Cut into the white meat.
Haven't even cut the breast yet.
Look at the juice. Look at the white meat.
It's not going to be dry, and it definitely looks like we got it done. So.
That's our turkey. We raised him.
That's Mr. Turkey.
Okay, I'm coming over there. I think I'm gonna actually carve him this way. So you can see the layers of seasoning here. That's where we injected that Creole butter recipe that Jill made. But I mean, there's meat for days here. I can't even believe how much meat this thing produced, but this is what happens when you get a 40-pound turkey. And one other thing that's really interesting about home-raised turkeys that I found is look at the fat layer under the skin. You know, most turkeys that you buy in the store, they're raised inside, right? But look at all that fat just under the skin. That is not something you would find on a turkey that you would buy at the store. It adds a lot of flavor to the meat, obviously.
Good job, babe. We did it.
Took a while, but
We cooked a 38-pound turkey, people. And that's only, over here, that's only half.
yeah.
Not even.
Not even half, but yeah.
Yeah.
This whole thing still needs to be carved. But I think we can let it rest and then carve it later. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We are about to sit down at our table, and we are very blessed this year. We have a beautiful big turkey that we raised and cooked, and he turned out great. And of course, all of Jill's famous annual Thanksgiving recipes that she pulls together every year. So we're excited to dig in and try those too. The turkey took a lot longer than we thought it was going to take, so we are very hungry, so we're gonna get into this. But here's a real quick look at all the things on our table. All right, we have Jill's famous homemade stuffing. She did some mashed potatoes from scratch. They turned out amazing. I was sort of taste testing those on the stove. Some air fried Brussels sprouts. The spoon's in the way, but those, I did taste one of those and they are very good. Here is just half of our turkey, not even. Have a nice huge turkey breast there with a good layer of skin underneath it, and then all the good dark meat and a leg. We have an entire turkey still on the counter, or half a turkey still on the counter. There's some gravy that Jill made from scratch as well. Here's some homemade cranberry relish that Kenya loves. I think you helped make that, right, Kenya?
I helped make the mashed potatoes, the relish.
Good. And then we do like frozen cranberry sauce too, just because, you gotta have that, right? But
Pies later.
we have pies later, but this is a great start. Let's dig in, everyone. Okay, so what are your thoughts on so far? What have you had? You had some turkey?
I can't wait to have this as leftovers. It's my favorite when it's leftover. Cold turkey is the best. Hot turkey is okay, but cold is absolutely amazing.
How does this turkey rank with previous turkeys you've had in your life?
I'm kind of biased towards mom's turkey because that's what I grew up with, but this turkey is really close with one of the best we've had.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Yes.
I finished my first plate already. Kenya's still working on hers. But look at Lincoln. He devoured his first plate. Yep, that's about what my plate looks like. What do you think? Is it good? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Okay. Mouthful of food. All right, I'm done with my second helping, and I am done. I was telling the family that I can feel the tryptophan kicking in, and I feel the couch calling my name. Time to trying to fall asleep on the couch watching football or something like that. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Isn't that
No, you're supposed to do the dishes.
Oh, I was supposed to do the dishes, apparently, so we'll see about that. That's what we have kids for.
You don't watch football while Kenyon and I were making all the stuff.
So the men get to do the dishes.
All right. That was so good. That turkey is... It turned out way better than I expected. It might be some of the best turkey I've ever had in my life. It is amazing. I love Jill's roasted turkey, of course. But we will forever do a smoked turkey and a roasted turkey from now on, I think. Maybe just a smaller one. It did take a lot longer than I thought it was going to take to cook it. We put that turkey on the Traeger at 6 a.m. at 275 and pulled it off at 6 p.m. and then had to let it set for another 20 minutes. It took 12 hours to cook, but totally worth it. Just some of the best textured meat. I was really worried like a 38-pound turkey might taste kind of bad or just not turn out well just because it's so big, but I'm no longer afraid of really, really large turkey as far as cooking it. Because if you cook it the right way, it turns out really good. We have so much leftover food. We haven't even carved half of the turkey. This will be great because we're gonna have a Friendsgiving tomorrow night, and we will have people over and they will all get to try this delicious turkey. So before we do anything else after this meal, I'm gonna have to carve some more turkey and get that all ready.
Are we raising turkeys next year?
Jill wants to know if we're raising turkeys next year. I think we probably are. We'll probably do it again. It's great because, you know, 1 year of work and you get the satisfaction at the end of that year. So, and our friends really seem to like, we might need to do a couple more, but it gets expensive on the feed is the only problem. We definitely don't make money on the turkeys. But I think it's just great to have, to be able to raise our own turkey. So even if we just raised 2 and did 2 of our own, that would be fine with me.
So in the spring, when I order and 12 turkeys show up in a little box.
No, not 12 turkeys. I don't want 12 turkeys. No, we can't have 12. That's too many. Oh, they're so big and they eat so much and they make a lot of messes. So no, not 12 turkeys. Anyway, it's good. It's worth it, I think. It's worth all the work, and it's definitely, it was worth the wait tonight, the extra cooking hours that we had to wait for it, but it turned out great. Jill, what did you think of the turkey?
I thought it was amazing. It was a bit odd this year, not me having the turkey in the oven, but I really enjoyed it. You did a good job, babe. We worked together as a team, so it was good. I would definitely say it was a little bit more informal than what we've done in years past, which is fine. It was just the 4 of us, so none of us dressed up or got all fancied up for dinner, but...
I'm still in my sweatpants.
That's okay.
I'm not afraid to admit it. It does help when you eat a lot of food.
We still used our fancy dishes that we always do every year. I would definitely do one on the Traeger and one in the oven. I missed roasting it in the oven, but I liked it. It was so good. For as big as that bird was, I think we would do a 38-pound one again, just maybe start it earlier.
Yeah, they take forever to cook. I think we should do 2 25-pounders next year.
Okay.
If we can plan it that way.
All right.
And then we'll do one in the oven and one on the Traeger. Yeah. And look behind Kenya here, you can still see, it looks like a full turkey because the other side of it is carved, but it looks like we have an entire turkey left over there, so.
Yeah. So I'll make sure and order extra turkeys in the spring, and whatever shows up at our doorstep shows up.
Not too many.
It is the day after Thanksgiving. Luke and I successfully cooked a 38-pound turkey, and it was just the 4 of us for Thanksgiving. So you guys are probably wondering, what in the world are we gonna do with all that meat? We are actually getting ready for our 2nd annual Friendsgiving. Last year we hosted a Friendsgiving out in our one building, and we had a ton of our friends and neighbors show up, and we are doing the same thing again. So we are getting ready for the arrival of everyone. It's a lot of fun. We just have everybody bring their Thanksgiving leftovers, and we're just waiting for everybody to show up.